One, two, three, four. I'm going to do that a couple more times. But what is up, YouTube? I plan on doing things just a little bit differently today. So basically what I'm going to do, well, actually, it's going to be a lot of the same kind of stuff that I do. But I kind of want to show you guys a workout. You know, none of this stuff's going to require a lot of weight. So, you know, really no compound lifts today. Quite a bit of unilateral stuff. But really it's going to be so shoulders and back. I mean, by this point you guys probably seen it on the thumbnail, but yeah, so it's going to be a lot of exercises that are going to be targeted on getting you wider. Pretty much the goal is this workout's going to be kind of focused to where you have to walk through doorways sideways. You know, you can't walk straight in because you're going to be so wide. That's the overall theme and goal of this workout. So it's going to be a lot of side delts and a lot of pulls to get your lats wider. So yeah, I'm going to kind of show you guys, you know, a workout that's going to be best for that. So it's going to be there's kind of going to be a theme to this. So it's not going to be like a typical workout where I try to just hit it all well-rounded, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to try to show you guys a lot of exercises, and again, I'm going to try to show you guys a workout that everybody can do, no matter what your age is, no matter if you have pre-existing injuries or little pains, whatever. I'm going to try to show you guys exercises that, again, if you're 15 years old, you can do it, and if you're 60 years old, theoretically, you can do it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep warming up here. I don't know, probably, like I said earlier, I'll probably need a couple more warm-up sets, but yeah, we're gonna keep warming up, and then I'll kind of, I don't know, I might not record every single set like I normally do. Maybe I will, but I'll kind of condense the sets, and I'll just show you guys the meat and potatoes of this workout. I just want to kind of lay it out for you guys. I'll let you guys know how many sets and reps that I'm doing with each one. I mean, honestly, the rep range here is I'm gonna try to make it the same for each exercise. So anywhere, I'm gonna try to keep it in the 10 to 15 rep ranges. There might be some exceptions here and there. I'll let you guys know if there is and kind of point them out to you. But yeah, I kind of want to, again, I just want to lay out a workout that is specific to getting you a wider look. So when you're standing straight forward looking in the mirror, your shoulders are going to look capped off wider. Your lats are going to be poking your arms out wider. So that's the goal here today. And if that's what you guys need, if that's what you guys are looking for, follow me along for this workout. Let's keep warming up. All right, I think I will be good to, you know what, let me just go one notch heavier. I have a feeling I can go 2 notches heavier, but I'll do the first set and only go 1 heavier. And if what I'm thinking is correct, on the next 2 or 3 sets, I should be able to go a little heavier. I just don't want to jump into this first set too heavy, even though I think I can do it for a good like I said, 10 to 15 reps somewhere in there. I still want to ease into it to make sure I'm right. So this first set might be just a hair light, but then again, it might not. So that's kind of what I'm weighing out here. So let me go one heavier, and then I'll get the straps out, and we'll get this first set going. All right, that was, I don't know, that's a pretty good first set, but just like I thought, I think it was a little on the lighter side. So you know what? Let me change it now before I forget. We'll go up a little more heavier, and again, I'll try to do, I don't know, I'll probably do 4 sets here. So this is not going to be a ton of variety when it comes to how many different exercises I do, but really that's because, I mean, honestly, I'm going to pick 2 for back, 2 for shoulders, unless something changes. But the 2 that I'm going to pick for each are going to be, they're very effective for what I said, what the, kind of the theme is of this workout. So you don't need much more, in my opinion, when it comes to that. So yeah, I'll probably do 4 sets here. Like I said, I want a little bit heavier, so these next 3 will be a little heavier, and I think we'll be good if you get at least 10 reps. And if I can do more, I do more. So I guess I should kind of lay out what I'm thinking about here when I'm doing this. And again, real quick, I said between 10 and 15 reps. Basically, every set is going to be to failure, or within at least 1 to 2 reps of failure. Now, you guys could kind of pick for yourself what sets you want to go to failure on and what sets you might want to stop 1 to 2 reps short of failure. I wouldn't recommend going to failure on every single set. That's just a lot to recover from. So what I do is, normally on the first 2 to 3 sets, depending on how many sets I'm doing of each exercise, the first 2 to 3 sets I'll stop at least 1 rep short, if not 2 every now and then. And then on the final set or 2, I'll try to go to completely to failure. So that's kind of how I do it. That's what works for me. I mean, basically, this is pretty straightforward. Just put your bench not all the way up, obviously, or maybe a couple notches down from being all the way up. And basically, when you're, on the eccentric portion of the lift, I mean, I lean into it a little bit, but you don't want to lean into it too much because that can kind of take away from how much stretch you're getting. So lean into it a little bit, get that good stretch, and then as you're pulling, try to sit up straight and then finish that lockout on the concentric portion. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, like I said, just go within 1 to 2 reps of failure, and a couple go all the way to failure, and you should be good here. But like I said, we'll do 3 more sets. Yeah, you know what? Let's just get straight into the next one. Mm. Oh. Mm. Oh. Mm.
It's crazy what just going up one notch heavier can do to you. Fuck. Yeah, 2 more sets like that, and we'll be good here. It's funny though. I kind of started thinking about when I was saying, don't lean into it too much. Make sure you get a good stretch and all that bullshit. Because I watch some guys on YouTube, and again, they're not wrong, but they're so focused on the stretch, and it's like you watch them do the set, and it's like, yeah, you're getting good form, you're getting a good stretch on the eccentric and all that, but it's like, dude, you have like hardly any weight on there, or if you look at them, it's like hardly any weight for what they can do. You can tell just by looking at how big they are. It's like, motherfucker, yeah, the stretch is important, controlling the weight is important, going somewhat slow on the eccentric is important. That's all true. But at some point, you have to have some weight on there that's actually challenging. I remember reading a Mike Minter quote, and he said, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple, but there's a whole lot of truth to that. So if you're so focused on the stretch and controlling the weight, that you are actually hindering yourself because you're not going as heavy as you could while still controlling it and while still getting a good stretch and all that. I don't know, in my opinion, you're going to kind of hinder your gains a little bit. It's got to be a very, very fine balance between the two. So go as heavy. It's pretty simple. I always say just go as heavy as you can for as many reps as you can. If your goal is to do 8 reps, and I'm watching you, and yes, you have good control, getting a good stretch, all that, but by the 8th rep, it still looks like you can do more, and not just 1 to 2 reps, like I say, but it looks like you can do 5 reps more. But you're like, well, I was controlling the weight, I was getting a good stretch. The eccentric was 2 to 3 seconds. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm like, you're still not going heavy enough. You're just not. Like I said, if you're going for 8 and you're doing 14 or 15 reps, but then you try to tell me, I was controlling it, I was getting a good stretch, yada yada yada, all that bullshit. It's just not. It's not optimal. It's got to be both, in my opinion. Control the weight, but still make sure that shit is fucking heavy for the amount of reps you're wanting to do. Basically, I know I'm kind of rambling on here, and I don't know if I got across what I'm trying to say, but hopefully I did. Just go heavier if you can. Shit.
Oh, fuck. All right, one more. Come on. Ooh. Holy shit. They're working, guys, in case you're wondering. Fuck. Alright, we're done with that. Those are 4 good sets. Real quick before we move on, though, I want to say one reason I like this, if you compare it to just a regular lat pull down, a lot of times you'll see guys doing lat pull downs. And again, I mean, this isn't necessarily wrong to a certain extent, but they'll be pulling it down and leaning way back as the set gets harder. And sometimes guys right from the very first rep are leaning way back just to get it. It's kind of ego lifting, they're going too heavy. Now, there is a fine line, just like with every exercise. You can lean back. You actually have to lean back some to perform the lat pull down correctly, in my opinion. But when you start leaning so far back that it almost becomes a row, you're not working the width of your lats anymore. You're working more the thickness. So this exercise, you're starting from a lean forward position. So when you pull back and you kind of lean back with it, you can only lean back so far. Like, you can't lean back farther than 90 degrees. You start leaning back too far, and your hand that's kind of helping you stabilize will come off the bench. So that's why I like this. You can start from here, pull back, and then when you're completely locked out, you're almost sitting completely straight up, which is perfect and 100% optimal for the width of your lats, getting your lats wider. So this exercise kind of forces you to, when you're completely locked out, to be at 90 degrees sitting straight up and not lean back too far for the reasons that I just said before. So yeah, I love this exercise. Again, I don't do it all the time. I think lat pull downs are great. That's why I do those too. But it's if you have trouble keeping your form strict and you feel like when you're doing a lat pull down, you're just not, vibing with it. You're leaning back too far, whatever. Try this one out. I'll guarantee you it'll hit your lats better than a lat pull down if you're struggling that much with a lat pull down. So, but yeah, let's move on to shoulders now. All right, we got a simple and an old exercise for shoulders, but it stood the test of time for a reason. Basically, you're gonna sit on the edge of a bench, starting from here. We're gonna keep our arms pretty much straight. We might have a slight bend to them just to protect the elbows a little bit, but so pretty much straight. And you start off with your hands kind of neutral. As you come up from about here to here, I want you to start trying to at least think like you're twisting the back of your hand, your pinkies, toward the ceiling. So that way, on this portion, we're hitting the side delts, and then as you start to twist your hands like that, it's still side delts, but a little bit of rear delts too. So you're hitting both. And the rear delts often get forgotten about. And I know I said the theme of this was about how wide you are when you're just standing directly in front of a mirror and looking at it. So the rear delts aren't as important today, but I do feel like it's a fine, nice little addition to this exercise because you're still hitting your side delts for the most part, but you're getting just a little extra on your rear delts, and that's always good because, like I said, rear delts often get forgotten. They kind of get tossed to the side or done at the end of a shoulder workout. And it's like, oh, I'll do 2-3 sets of that, and that'll be good. But then you hear guys often say that their rear delts are lacking. Well, it's like it kind of fucking makes sense if you're only doing it here and there, and you're not really, making it a priority or at least attacking it with the same intensity that you do your side and front delts. I mean, it makes sense. So, if I can, I like to throw in little things like that here and there, just to get the rear delts firing, because they can kind of get lost in the shuffle of all this stuff. So, yeah, I had the 35s. I honestly don't know if that's going to be too heavy or not heavy enough. So I'm basically just going to do a set and we'll see. So okay. It's safe to say that was a little too light. I did 27 reps and I could have done, I don't know, at least a couple more. So oh boy, I don't know. I guess I'll try the 45s. I don't know. I feel like that's going to be too heavy. But then I feel like the 40s, I don't know. Let me just grab the 45s and we'll fucking see. Come on. Ah. Shit, I don't know if my shoulders are just getting that much stronger or what, but that felt easy. uh, should I try the 50s? I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I felt like I was swinging. I don't know. Maybe I was. I'll have to go back and watch. But if I was swinging a little more than I would like to, I'll try to stay with these for 2 more sets and try to correct that. Be very strict, but still fucking work hard. I feel like if I limit the amount of swing that I'm getting, I'll be around 10 to 12 reps at this weight, but it'd be really good. And I have my shoulders working really hard. So let me go back and watch. I don't know. If my form actually was kind of strict, maybe I will go up to the 50s. You guys will know before me. So we'll find out here in a second. Oh shit. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see these dumbbells, but I did go up to the 50s. I don't know. I can acknowledge that I probably was cheating a little bit on at least half of those reps, specifically the final half of the set. But I know my mindset in here kind of hard to keep up with, hard to follow, but every now and then I feel like you need sets like that where you really, really challenge yourself just strictly on the fact that it's heavy. And you kind of know that you're cheating, It's one thing to cheat and not even know it, to in your form be shit, just be horrible, and you don't even know. But you can, I don't know, in my opinion, there is a safe way to cheat and a right way to cheat, if that makes sense, on your reps. But again, I would put an asterisk next to that and say only on a select few amount of sets. So like this one, obviously, was kind of the weight, the amount of weight I was doing alone is what made it challenging. So I had to cheat on half the set, and I'll probably do one more like that. But the first two sets you guys could see weren't that bad. It was actually pretty light, especially the first one. So it's a nice balance. Don't do every single set like that. You know what I mean? Just don't. But yeah, like I said, I know it's kind of hard to really know what I'm doing in here because I have so many different ideas and things that I believe. But I'm sure you guys have heard the quote that two things can be true at once, and sometimes more than two things. Sometimes three or four or five things can all be true at once, even though they kind of contradict each other. So there's a lot of gray area in here. It's a lot of trial and error. You just got to figure it out and get your information and the knowledge that you suck in from good sources, and then put it in practice in a safe way. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you're going to cheat, know that you're doing that and try to be as safe as you can. I know it sounds kind of stupid saying that all in the same sentence, but anyways, let's do one more set here and then we'll move on to some more back. Up. That didn't work out. All right. I am going to throw in a drop set here. You don't have to do the drop set, but in my opinion, you can never really go wrong with one. I just wouldn't recommend it on every single exercise. That's a lot of extra volume. So just kind of pick and choose when to do it. You can kind of feel when it's necessary, when it's not. So I feel like right now, who are we kidding? Shoulders are like the body part that is known for drop sets. So why not? All right, let's move on to another. I can't even talk. my lips don't want to move after that. Holy shit. Okay, let's move on to another back. All right, this exercise is somewhat similar to the first back exercise we did. I guess specifically I should say lats exercise. The only difference is obviously it's going to be bilateral, so it's going to be both arms at the same time instead of one. But also, when you're doing one, you kind of have the luxury to kind of twist into it, like I said, and you kind of lean back a little. When you're doing both arms at the same time here, it keeps you pretty strict. So as I'm coming down with this, I mean, I'll be able to lean back some, but nothing like I was able to when I was doing it unilaterally. So it's pretty, I don't know, it's kind of the same as the first lat exercise we did, but it's different enough that I can justify doing it again. And I raised this bench up one, so it's gonna have me sitting pretty straight up and down. I'll be leaning forward slightly, but you guys know leaning forward slightly like that, like I said, I'm basically sitting straight up and down. So it's gonna target my lats really fucking good. But yeah, this is a nice contrast to just ensure that I'm really thrashing my lats and they're getting the proper contraction and focus that they need. So yeah, we'll do 4 sets here and see what kind of weight we can throw around. I don't know how many reps that was, but it got the job done. Honestly, I think it was just a little too high reps for me. Let's. I'll go. I'll go 2 notches heavier, and then we'll try another one to see if I feel like I should stick with that weight or keep going heavier. I don't know. I forgot to mention real quick. This exercise is actually really good for your mid back too. So if you're needing a little bit of mid back development, throw this exercise in, give it a try. I mean, it works your lats and your mid back, so it's a pretty good exercise. All right, let's try this second set. That was still kind of easy. What do you guys think? Should I go 2 notches heavier for at least one more? If I could do 2 more, I'll do 2 more sets. Yeah, let me try it. I think I can. Again, I don't know exactly how many reps I did there, but I think it was over 15, so I should be able to afford going a little heavier. So let's try it. That was a money set right there. One more set like that will be golden. That actually might be all the back I do today. I usually, well, not usually, I do hit back twice a week. So, you know, anything I do today is just kind of like the cherry on top. You know what I mean? So, 8 sets. I don't know, maybe I'll do a drop set just to finish with a crazy burn in my lats. But 8 sets of back today will be good. Because if you combine that with the 12 to 13 or 14, how many sets I did on the first back day, that has me at 20 sets at least for the week of back. That's good. Now, shoulders, on the other hand, I only train once a week just for my specific needs. My back needs a little more development than my shoulders. So, we'll move on to shoulders after this. And then I may even do another shoulder exercise. We'll see how I feel. I might not. We'll see. If you only train shoulders and back once a week, you can throw in another back exercise if you feel like you can handle it. This is kind of where you have to judge for yourself. Basically, I've heard Mike Israetel say this. You need to do as much as you can to stimulate growth with intensity, but then also be recovered by the next training day of that body part. So say today, shoulders and back, do as much as I can. And if by the next time that I train shoulders and back, I'm not fully recovered, I'm still sore, and that area feels tired and just, again, sore, that's a sign that I'm either doing too much weight, too much volume, too many sets. So you kind of have to figure out for yourself. And if that's the case, by the next time you're supposed to train that area, if you're still sore, dial it back some. Maybe take an exercise out for each body part. So instead of doing 3 exercises, 4 sets each, just do 2 exercises, 4 sets each. Or you could do 3 exercises, but instead of doing 4 sets of those 3, only do 3 sets. So it'll take 3 total sets off your. So instead of doing 4 total sets, you'd be at 9. It's a little less. You just gotta have to figure that out for yourself. But yeah, you know what? Let's go straight to this next one. Fuck it. I've talked so much that I'm rested and ready. Why not? Let's do a drop set. I'm feeling pretty good. Oh my god. Okay. I feel really good about that. Let's move on to some shoulders. Alright, we're just gonna spam out 4 or 5 good sets on the lateral raise machine. And honestly, I don't know if I'll do anything else after this. We might keep it pretty simple. I've actually, with what I've done, I feel the burn really fucking good. So yeah, maybe I'll do 4 or 5 sets like I said, and do like 2 or 3 back-to-back drop down sets, and then we might call it there. Of course, that could change. I always change my fucking mind in here, but for now, that sounds good. So dude, this new deodorant that I got fucking sucks. Let me tell you that right now. I'm getting a little musty smell going on. I know that's nothing to probably brag about. I'm not even bragging. I'm just kind of making a, I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking out loud, really, to you guys. Sorry about that. My thoughts can sometimes get a little out there. But yeah, I got some new deodorant. It fucking sucks, dude. It's supposed to be the kind that you can't there that you don't sweat off. Well, I'm pretty sure I put some more on as soon as I got here. I'm pretty sure I had it sweat off in 30 minutes. Fucking it's fucking bullshit. Luckily, we're almost done. So let's get another one in. Fuck. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. That's the last, at least the last, straight set we're gonna do. Let's do a couple of drop sets, like I said, and like I said, we might honestly just call it there and go back there and pose a little bit. Uh, uh, oh shit! All right, one more. Let's do one more. All right. I feel good about that, guys. Let's go back there and we'll do some posing. All right, that is it. Again, I was kind of on the fence. I don't know. I kind of wish, I guess it's not too late. No, I'm done. But I was gonna say, I kind of wish that I did maybe do one more shoulder exercise because I only hit shoulders once a week. But honestly, with what I did, they're pretty thrash at the moment. So I don't know if you guys could tell. I mean, the shirt, I don't know, I'm filling it up decently. But yeah, we're done. So that is, again, the whole point of this workout was to kind of show an easy and effective shoulder and back workout for width. Again, like how I'm looking at myself right now, to get you wider. But also I wanted to do one for people of all ages and people that have some. I know a lot of people that have shoulder mobility problems and pain in their rotator cuffs and in their joints. So again, I just wanted to do a shoulder and back workout for width that doesn't require a lot of weight, and really anybody can do, anybody of all ages. So, and again, you can kind of mess around with it if it's not enough volume for you. Like I said, throw in an extra exercise for back or shoulders, whatever you feel like you need more of. But again, you kind of have to judge that off of, no matter what you do, you need to make sure you're recovered by the next time you train that body part that you're training that day. So the next time I train shoulders and back, if I'm still sore and just I don't feel ready, my shoulders and back are just lethargic and weak and sore, that's a pretty straightforward sign that I'm probably either doing too much heavy weight, for too many sets, or I'm just overall doing too much volume. So you got to kind of judge for yourself, when you need to pull it back and when you need to maybe add a little bit. But my fucking camera is not straight here. Anyways, whatever. Let's I don't know. I feel like I didn't get the best pump today, if I'm being honest. I don't like to be one of those pump chasers. The guys that just chase the pump. There's more to lifting than that, if you ask me. But it can be a sign of if you had at least a decent workout. I don't know. I just feel like my pump today wasn't. That's gonna happen though. I mean, fuck. Not every workout's gonna be a memorable, out of this world training session. That's just how it goes. But I feel like for what I was going for today, we got some good shit done. So I don't know. Let's start posing and see what I'm working with today. I'm done. Fuck. It's funny because I say, oh, I don't feel like I got that much of a pump, and then I start posing, and I get put in my place because that was a lot. All right. Yeah, I'm done. That's I don't know. Now that I posed, I feel like this is a pretty good workout because I fucking got pumped up fast. So we're gonna call it there. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm kind of on a time crunch today. I got some shit to do here in a little bit. So we're done. I'm ready to get my cheat day started. I already hear Taco Bell fucking calling my name. Probably all weekend. All right, let's get out of here.